Hi students, I hope all are fine. So today, just like what we were doing in the last class, we shall continue from where we have stopped. We were learning about complex sentences, isn't it? And these are the words we used or we use in order to add subordinate clauses to the main clause, isn't it? So we found that in the last class. So I just started with this because we have some activities to be done. That's why. So just to remind you of the words, only I took it. The words like that, after, while, whenever, who, which, whatever. So there are so many words which are used to link the subordinate clauses to the main clause. Okay. So keep these words in mind, so that you will know it. Once you read a sentence, you can understand whether that is complex sentence or not. Okay, so we have a task here. The first one is to identify the main clause and the subordinate clause in each of the sentences taken from the lesson given above, that is page 98. Just read those sentences. Okay, identify which are the main clauses and which are the subordinate clauses. Okay, we had some five sentences, isn't it? If you just go or top, or if you just visit the previous video, you will see that, or it is there on your textbook page number 98. So identify which are the main clauses and which are the subordinate clauses. Then task second, that is, read the story carefully and pick out the complex sentences you come across. Classify the main clauses and subordinate clauses in the sentences you have picked out. Okay, so you have to read the story carefully and pick out the complex sentences and classify which is the main sentence and which is the main clause and which is the subordinate clause. Okay, yeah. Next, something that is we have to read and respond. Okay, the following is an excerpt from a popular English daily. Daily means newspaper. Okay, so read and understand. So this is the bill to curb punishment in schools on the cards. Okay, bill to curb punishment means bill to restrict punishment, just like capital punishment, using of the stick or hurting you physically, all those things. Okay, so bill to curb punishment in schools on the cards. Okay, bill to restrict punishments. New Delhi, demand for capitation fee, corporal punishment, and insistence on purchase of books, uniform, stationery, or other materials from school premises or a particular shop will be a punishable offense with imprisonment for a term extending to 3 years, according to a draft bill that seeks to curb malpractices in schools. Okay, then the legislation drafted as instructed by the Human Resource Development Ministry also seeks to make a punishable offense or offer punishable offense any offer or payment of capitation fee or donation by way of consideration either in cash or kind or otherwise for obtaining admission to any class in any school. Okay, so this must be about some schools which must have been having some malpractices with regard to their dealing with the students. Okay, some schools would say you have to pay so much of money, then only you will be able to be allowed to give admission. Okay, some schools which put in excessive amount of money. Okay, so there must have been some schools which did not allow the students to study, but they must have given importance to money, not for what is being taught. Okay, this is about that. So this is a bill in order to restrict those schools. Okay, restrict those schools. All right. So just you can read it maybe once or twice, and just to understand what exactly has been written here. Okay, so next what we have is practice writing. So as you know, you have a lot of friends, and one of them say is your best friend, isn't it? So what do you need to do? You need to write a paragraph noting the good qualities of your best friend. Use the clues given. So you have to write a small paragraph noting the good qualities of your best friend. Okay, you can use the clues like gentle, soft spoken, always helpful, honest, God fearing, clean, disciplined, etc. Okay, so you can use these qualities or these hints to write about the good qualities of your best friends. Okay, so you have to write a paragraph. Then writing a dialogue. So this one I had been trying to say, tell you how exactly you have to write a conversation. So I have taught you how exactly you have to write, what are the requirements in writing a dialogue. I had told you very clearly, so I don't want you to make mistakes again in this. So write the story in the form of a play. You may begin the plays as follows. Okay, Juman, my dear friend Algu, I am going to visit my relatives in the neighboring village. It may not be possible for me to return home for 2 days. I request you to look after my family and cattle for 2 days. Don't worry, Jimin. It is my pleasure being of some service to a good friend like you. Okay, so we have read the story, that is justice above self. Now we have to write or convert that story into a kind of conversation between people. Okay, the whole story should be converted into a conversation type. Okay, into a dialogue type. You see here, the first one was okay. Oh, when we read the story, we could realize that okay, there were two friends, and if one of them is away, other one would take care of the family. Okay, so this one, this particular thing, what Juman says is based on that, and Algu's response also is based on that. So that's how you have to write a dialogue. Okay, to write it in the form of a play. Play means what? Play means a skit. Okay, so skit will have so many dialogues, isn't it? So that is the way you have to write it. Okay, so next what we have is we have a worksheet. So this one I want everybody to do it. Collect and read similar newspaper excerpts that speak of injustice meted out to innocence, or that tell you about justice done to the people who are just, righteous, and honest. Okay, so here what you are supposed to do is you have to collect newspaper reports where you find that some people are not given justice. Okay, some people are not given justice. If you come across some newspaper articles, you collect it. Then another one is if you feel that, or if you see that justice is provided to someone, then also you can collect that newspaper article. Okay, any topic or any articles, newspaper articles related to justice, you have to collect. Okay, so I hope today's class is clear to you. Thank you and bye.